Hi guys, we are going to start today in a seated position, so make yourself comfortable either with the legs crossed or on the shins. And then, if that feels safe, close the eyes. Giving yourself the next moments to arrive, bringing awareness to the body. Centering yourself. Allowing yourself to land here. Noticing the positioning that's present in the body. Maybe finding a bit more length through the spine, or maybe rolling the shoulders towards the ears and dropping them to the back and down. Relaxing the face. And quite often as we hinge forward, noticing if the shoulders are on top of the hips. Start becoming aware of the breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Maybe make the inhalations a bit deeper, the exhalations slower. We are going to start the practice with a few inhalations for the count of 3 through the nose. Out through the pursed lips for the count of 5. So let go of the air, exhale completely, and then inhale. 1, 2, 3, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let go of this breathing pattern. Just stay with the breath, stay aware of the natural inhalations and exhalations. You can keep the eyes closed as you pull the shoulders towards the ears and then roll them to the back and down. And again. Pull the shoulders towards the ears and then drop them to the back and down. And again. Big circular movement. Once again. Shoulders towards the ears and then to the back and down, opening the chest once again. Pull the shoulders towards the ears, guide them to the back and down as you slide the shoulder blades to the spine. And just take one more inhalation here. And one more exhalation. And now slowly start opening the eyes. If you are not there yet, we are going to make our way to the back of the mat, sitting on the shins. On your next inhalation, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the mat in front of you, shifting the shoulders on top of the wrist, hips on top of the knees. And just start making some kind of movements, warming up the spine. So maybe it's going to be a cat-cow, maybe the barrel roll. So we are going to bend the elbows as you lower the chest to the mat, as you open the chest and arch the back, and then rounding the body as you extend the elbows. Or maybe just some circular movements with the hips and with the body. Anything else is also welcome, so you don't have to follow my movement patterns. You can just find your own way, noticing how the body wants to move. Maybe switch direction. Maybe make the movement a bit bigger. So again, just see what feels needed, which parts of the body need some movement. It doesn't have to look nice or graceful, just guide this movement from a place of feeling, not thinking. And then take one more inhalation here. And as you exhale, make your way into a child's pose with the knees as wide as the hip bones. On your next in-breath, we are going to make our way on our bellies. So bend the elbows as you lower the pelvis and as you lower the chest. And then knees stay as wide as the edges of the mat, and lift the feet, lift the shins from the mat. Place the forehead on top of the hands. And we are going to inhale as a preparation, and then as you exhale, engage the glutes, lift the thighs, the knees from the mat, big toes are together, and then inhale, lower. As you exhale, lift, pressing the pubic bone to the mat, engaging the core, engaging the glutes, and then lower. And again, lift. And lower, lift, and lower, and then lift and hold. Extend the legs to the back of the mat, and then extend the arms in front of you as you lift the chest. Look towards the mat. The thumbs are pointing up. Press the back of the legs up, keep engaging the glutes, keep lifting the chest. The whole back line of the body is engaged. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release everything to the mat. Keep that engagement in the glutes, pressing the top of the feet to the mat, the fingertips next to the edges of the mat, and then inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, lower. Work with the breath. Inhale, lift. Keep the glutes engaged, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. You don't have to extend the arms completely, so make sure that there's no pain or any pinching in the lower back. And again, inhale, lift. And lower. One last time here. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, lower. Walk the feet so they are as wide as the hips, hands next to the rib cage. And then press back, making your way into a child's pose, this time with the knees as wide as the hip bones. On your next inhalation, make your way into your upward facing dog. So ripple forward, hands on the mat, the top of the feet on the mat. And just hold here for a moment, inhale. And then exhale, drop the thighs to the mat. Maybe the feet open a bit wider. And then either stay here or pull the right heel to the glute. Just inhale. And then release on the exhalation to the other side. Keep the glutes engaged. And then bend the left knee. Pull the left heel to the glute. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release. One more in-breath here. And then as you exhale, lower the chest to the mat. Press into the hands once again, the top of the feet. Inhale. Upward facing dog. And this time bend the right knee, pull the right heel to the glute. The left thigh is also lifted from the mat. And then step the right foot to the right edge of the mat. Lowering the hips on the mat, extending the arms in front of you, and then lifting the left leg from the mat. Then lift the right foot from the mat, find your Navasana here. Arms are extended parallel to each other, and also parallel to the mat. Pull the shoulders to the back, scoop the abs. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the right knee, once again dropping the right foot on the mat. Maybe it's more next to the mat, but that's okay. And then lower the left foot to the mat. Lower the hands under the hips, and you could walk the right foot a bit more forward depending where it is. So the right heel is more or less under the right knee. The fingers are pointing forward. So what used to be the back of the mat, and then lift the hips, drop the head to the back if that feels right. You can stay here with the left toes reaching for the mat, or you could lift the left leg from the mat. Keep lifting the hips, engaging the glutes, keep opening the chest. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lower everything to the mat. And then the left fingers are pointing to the back of the mat. On your next inhalation, lift the hips once again. The outside of the left foot is on the mat. Right hand circles down under the right shoulder. Right heel squeezes into the glute. And then once again, lower the hips to the mat, the top of the left foot on the mat. We are in this cobra position with the right heel pulled to the right glute. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, release the top of the right foot to the mat. Keep the glutes engaged. Take one more inhalation. Exhale, lower everything to the mat. Okay, maybe walk the feet a bit closer together. Press the hands to the mat. Inhale, up dog. And this time, bend the left knee. Pull the left heel to the glutes. Just the hands and the top of the right foot are on the mat. And then step the left foot to the left side of the mat as you roll to the back of the mat. So we are facing to the back of the mat. And extend the arms in front of you, palms facing each other. Lift the right foot from the mat. And then extend the left leg. Find your Navasana. If you want, you can of course keep the knees bent. You can also place the hands under the knees and just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. You have one more in-breath. And And then as you exhale, lower the left foot to the mat. And then lower the right foot to the mat. Hands under the shoulders, fingers pointing forward. On your next in-breath, lift the hips. The right toes are reaching for the mat, the left heel grounded in the mat. Maybe drop the head to the back. And if you want, you can also lift the right foot from the mat. Keep squeezing the left butt cheek. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lower everything to the mat. The right fingers are pointing to the back of the mat now. And then press into the left heel. Circle the left arm. The outer edge of the right foot is on the mat. Keep squeezing the left heel to the glute. Make your way into a plank position and then start lowering the hips to the mat. Extend the top of the right foot on the mat. Keep pulling the left heel to the glute. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release the left foot on the mat. Just one more inhalation here. And then as you exhale, release everything to the mat. Inhale. And then as you exhale, make your way into a child's pose with the knees as wide as the edges of the mat. On your next in-breath, lift the chest. Shift the shoulders so they land on top of the wrists. Big toes together. Drop the hips forward as you pull the heels to the glutes. And then as you exhale, find your child's pose. And again, inhale, run the back body as you move forward. And then drop the hips, pull the shoulders to the back. And then pull the heels to the glutes. And then again to the back. And again, forward, heels to the glutes, maybe drop the head to the back, and then as you exhale, hips land on top of the heels. 2 more times just like that. Run the back body as you ripple forward, and then maybe drop the head to the back, heels are reaching for the glutes, and then as you exhale to the back, one last time. Inhale forward, pull the heels to the glutes, hold, and then as you exhale, find your child's pose. And just take an in-breath here, and exhale. On your next inhalation, start lifting the hips and make your way into your upward facing dog. As you exhale, find your downward facing dog. And just hold here. Press the hands to the mat. See if you can lift the hips even more to the back and up. Belly comes to the thighs. You can maybe move your neck from side to side. Inhale. And exhale. Take one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat. On your next in-breath, halfway lift. And then lift the heels from the mat. If you need to use some kind of support, place the blocks or the books under the hands. Just hold here. And then see if you can lift the hands from the mat. The arms are next to the torso, spine parallel to the mat. You are still balancing on the toes. Inhale here. And then exhale, drop the heels and then lift the upper body, extending the arms above the head. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and then step the right foot behind the left foot, finding length down the right side of the body. Shoulders are square, hips are square. So think of pulling the right arm up and then slightly to the left. So you are still finding length down the left side of the body as well. Imagine as if you had something on the left side of the body and you are reaching over it. And then on your next inhalation, come back through center. Step the right foot next to the left foot. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. On your next in-breath, halfway lift and then lift the heels from the mat. Make your way on your toes. Just one inhalation here. And one exhalation. Lift the hands from the mat and then extend the arms next to the torso. Keep the chest lifted, core on. Micro bend in the knees, engage the thighs. Take one more inhalation. And then exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and step the left foot behind the right foot. Find length down the left side of the body. So again, imagine that you are reaching over something. Breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale. And exhale. And then release the hands. Step the left foot next to the right foot. With the next exhalation, lower the hands to the mat. On your next inhalation, start walking the hands forward, finding your downward facing dog. And just hold here. One in breath and one out breath. On your next inhalation, ripple forward, find your plank position, and then make your way into your up dog as you drop the hips and then roll through the toes. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, stay on the top of the feet. Make your way into the plank position, but the top of the feet are on the mat. And then once again, inhale, lower, open the chest. And then as you exhale, find your plank with the top of the feet on the mat. Of course, if this is too much, you can keep the toes tucked under. And again, inhale, drop the hips, pull the shoulders to the back. And then exhale, lift, scoop the abs, engage the core. Wrists are directly under the shoulders. 2 more times, inhale. And then exhale. Rib to hip connection, navel to the spine. Keep the chest open, but also keep the space in between the shoulder blades. Once again, inhale. And then as you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Stay with the breath. On your next inhalation, look to the front of the mat, lift the heels, bend the knees. You can step or you can hop in between the hands. Halfway lift. As you exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. On your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head, maybe gaze on the fingers, maybe arch the back slightly. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, and you can step or you can hop to the back of the mat, either finding plank or immediately chaturanga. Exhale, bend the elbows. Elbows are close to the rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, just stay with the breath. Take one more inhalation. One more exhalation. On your next in-breath, look to the front of the mat and again either step or hop in between the hands. Halfway lift, flat back, maybe slide the hands up the shins. Exhale, forward fold. So guide the belly even closer to the thighs. And then on your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. Maybe arch the back a bit more, engage the glutes. And then with the next exhalation, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat and then again either step or hop into a plank position or chaturanga. If you are with me in a plank position, shift the chest a bit more forward, bend the elbows, core is on. Upward dog, the top of the feet and the hands on the mat, the thighs and the kneecaps are lifted. And then as you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhalation, find your plank position. Drop the heels to the right and then pull the left knee to the left armpit as you extend the left arm above the head. And just hold here. If this is way too much, just step the left foot in front of the right foot into your side plank. And if you are in your side plank and it's still quite a lot today, you can drop the right knee to the mat. So then the left leg would be extended, left foot on the mat and the right knee underneath the left knee. If you want to take it one step further, extend the left leg and hold here. Inhale. And then exhale, bend the left knee once again. Lower the left hand to the mat. Pull the left knee to the chest and then drop the right heel. Extend the right arm above the head. And then extend the left leg. If that's possible, maybe drop the left foot to the mat. We are going to tap the left hip to the mat and then lift. Once again, tap and lift. Keep the left shoulder away from the ear. You are still on top of the left hand, shoulder on top of the left wrist, the right foot grounded on the mat, maybe the left leg lifted. Bend the right knee, tap the left hip to the mat, the left foot could be on the mat all the way here. And then once again shift the left shoulder on top of the left wrist. Bend the left knee, place the right hand on the mat, scoop the abs, run the upper back slightly, flex the left foot, step the left foot in between the hands. Shift the weight on the left foot and then lift the right foot from the mat so the right leg is parallel to the mat. Keep the chest open. Stay with the breath. Inhale. And then slow, long exhalation. We are going to tap the top of the right foot to the mat. And then lift the hands, arms are next to the torso, the spine parallel to the mat. Okay, just lift the right foot from the mat. Squeeze the right glute, keep the hips square, and then tap the top of the right foot to the mat. Lift and lower. And then inhale, lift the chest, arms above the head, the top of the right foot is still on the mat. And then as you exhale, lower the right ankle, shin and the knee to the mat as you lower the right hip on top of the right heel. Inhale, extend the arms above the head once again. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the edges of the mat, lowering the belly towards the right thigh. Inhale, lift, open the chest. And then as you exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, lower. Once again, lift. And then as you exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Extend the arms above the head, find length through the body. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Shift the weight on the left foot. The top of the right foot is on the mat as you make your way into a standing position. Then once again, hinge from the hips, micro bend in the left knee. Shift the weight on the left foot as you lift the right foot. Right leg is parallel to the mat. Inhale here. Bend the left knee, step the right toes to the back. Right knee drops to the mat. And then extend the arms above the head. Maybe extend the top of the right foot to the mat. Hold here. We are going to lift the right knee from the mat. So again, you can stay with the top of the right foot on the mat, or you can tuck the toes under. The left knee is tractioning forward, hips are square. So lift the right knee if you can. And then tap the right knee. And again, lift. And just hold. Inhale. Squeeze the right glute. And exhale, you have one more in-breath. As you exhale, lower the hands to the mat. The top of the right foot is still on the mat. See if you can lift the left foot from the mat. And then step the left foot next to the right foot. The top of the feet are on the mat. Hold here. Inhale. And then exhale. Drop the hips to the mat. Make your way into a cobra. Pull the shoulders to the back. Squeeze the right heel to the glute. Inhale. And then exhale. On your next in-breath, everything stays the same, but lift the left and the right thigh from the mat. Step the right foot to the right. Lower the hips to the mat. Bend the left knee. You can walk the right foot a bit more forward. The fingers are pointing towards the heels. Inhale, find your reverse tabletop position. The knees are pointing over the second and the third toes. Engage the glutes. Hold. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hips to the mat. Extend the left leg on the mat. The left fingers are pointing to the back. And then once again, make your way into a plank position. Pulling the right heel to the glute. Hold here for one inhalation. Flex the right foot and then step the right foot next to the left foot on the exhale. Inhale here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, make your way into a plank position. This time drop the heels to the left. You can stay here, you can drop the left knee to the mat or pull the right knee to the right armpit, making your way into a star pose. So we are on the left hand and the outer edge of the left foot. The right fingers are reaching up. Maybe extend the right leg. Hold. Stay with the breath. Keep lifting the left hip, the left oblique from the mat. Just inhale. And then exhale, bend the right knee, lower the right hand to the mat. Come back through center. Drop the left heel to the left, shift the weight on the right hand. Left toes are pointing to the left as you extend the left arm above the head and the right leg to the left. Option to drop the right foot to the mat. We are tapping the right hip to the mat and then lifting. Once again, tap and lift. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, tap the right hip to the mat. And then extend the left leg. Bend the right knee, inhale here. Exhale, lower the left hand to the mat, lift the left heel, scoop the abs. Pull the right knee even closer to the chest, flex the right foot. And then gently step the right foot in between the hands. On your next in-breath, shift the weight on the right foot. Lift the left foot from the mat. You're in your supported warrior three. Hips are square. Maybe you can lift the left heel even more, keeping the hips square. And then on your next in-breath, lift the hands from the mat. The chest stays open. Keep guiding the left hip on down as you pull the left heel up. Inhale. And then exhale. Micro bend in the right knee, feel the right foot grounded on the mat. Use the right toes to find the balance. And then just tap the top of the left foot to the mat and lift. And again, tap and lift. And then tap, hold. Inhale. Lift the upper body, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, start lowering the left ankle, shin and the knee on the mat as you lower the left hip on top of the left heel. Inhale, arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the belly towards the left thigh and press the fingertips next to the edges of the mat. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower the belly and the chest. Inhale, lift. And lower. One more. Inhale, lift. And then lower. On your next inhalation, lift the chest. Once again, extending the arms above the head. Place the hands in front of the chest. We are shifting the weight on the right foot. The top of the left foot stays on the mat. Okay, you have inhalation here. And then as you exhale, once again, hinge from the hips. Lift the left foot from the mat. Inhale. And then as you exhale, step the left toes to the back. Lower the left knee to the mat, extend the arms above the head. The top of the left foot possibly is on the mat, and just hold here. Pressing the hip bones forward. Just one more inhalation here. And one more exhalation. Okay, the toes of the left foot can be tucked under or the top of the left foot stays on the mat. Just lift the left knee for a moment and then tap and then lift and hold. The right kneecap is tractioning forward, hips are square, strong left glute, inhale. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the mat. If possible, the top of the left foot stays on the mat, lift the right foot and then deliver the top of the right foot next to the left foot and hold here. Breathe, scoop the abs. Press the mat away from you. Inhale. And then exhale, release the hips and the thighs to the mat, open the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the left knee and pull the left heel to the glute. Just give yourself one more inhalation here. And one more exhalation. Press the top of the right foot to the mat and then lift the right and the left thigh. We are going to step the left foot to the left long edge of the mat, dropping the right hip to the mat and turning to the back of the mat. Place the hands under the shoulders and then step the right foot in so the feet are aligned, fingers are pointing towards the heels. And then on your next inhalation, lift the hips, make your way into a reverse tabletop position. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. You have one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Extend the right leg on the mat. The fingers of the right hand are pointing to the back. And once again, we are going to make our way into a plank position, pulling the left heel to the glute. Just one in-breath here. With the exhalation, flex the left foot and step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Just one inhalation here. And then exhale, drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet on the mat, and make your way into a child's pose. Maybe resting the forehead on the mat. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, ripple forward, making your way into your cobra. Okay, open the chest. Maybe walk the hands a bit closer to the hips. Maybe walk the knees a bit wider. And then we are going to sit back into a child's pose, keeping the hands exactly as they were, the feet exactly as they were before. And then on your next inhalation, once again, drop the hips towards the wrists and then bend the knees. The feet are reaching for the head. And you can stay here with the palms flat on the mat, or you can make your way on your fingertips. It will be easier to reach with the toes for the head, and just hold. Stay with the breath, engage the glutes. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release to the mat. Extend the legs on the mat. And then place the hands under the forehead and just shift the hips from side to side. Take one more inhalation. One more exhalation. And then slide the hands next to the ribcage. We are going to repeat the same position once again. So press the hands to the mat and then pull the heels on top of the hips. Sorry, of course the other way around. Pull the hips on top of the heels. And then on your next inhalation, once again, ripple forward. And then bend the knees, pull the heels to the glutes. Maybe the knees spread a bit wider. Maybe you want to make your way on your hand, on your fingertips. And then lift the chest, keep the glutes engaged. Inhale. And exhale. One more in-breath. And then exhale, release everything to the mat. Lower the hands next to the rib cage. And then make your way through a tabletop position, tucking the toes under, sliding the hands in front of the knees, making your way into a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Belly comes close to the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Adjust the hands if you need to. Maybe just come on the fingertips and then exhale, either hands on the ankles or grab to the big toes or slide the hands under the feet with the toes touching the wrist creases. And just breathe here. Take one more inhalation. One more exhalation, maybe shifting the weight on the toes, finding even more length through the spine. And then releasing the hands on the mat. And once again, walking the hands forward. Finding your plank position, inhale. Shift the chest a bit more forward, scoop the abs, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And then exhale, drop the knees on the mat, cross the ankles under the glutes, and make your way into a seated position on the mat with the ankles crossed in front of you. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the mat, lower the belly towards the mat, the chest, the forehead, and just relax here. Stay with the breath. And then start lifting the forehead, the chest. Walk the hands towards the legs. And then we are going to release the feet on the mat. You can move a bit closer to the front of the mat. Extend the arms in front of you. And we are going to make our way on our backs. So engage the core to lower the back body on the mat. Maybe move the heels a bit closer to the glutes. And then on your next inhalation, squeeze the glutes and find your bridge pose. But for this one, it's more about engaging the glutes. Extend the arms to the back. So as soon as the hips are aligned with the knees and the shoulders, just stop. Tuck the tailbone under. So it's not about a back bend. Just hold here. Inhale. Maybe press the heels to the mat a bit more, almost as if you could press the heels to the mat and towards the shoulders. Feel the engagement in the glutes. Just stay for one more in-breath. And then as you exhale, release everything to the mat. And then pull the knees to the chest. Place the hands on the knees. Keep the knees together and start making some circular movements here. Allow the body to relax and switch direction of the circle. And then pull the knees to the chest. One more hug. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start extending the legs, making your way into your Shavasana. Allowing the body to relax. Maybe with the arms extended, or maybe one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. As always, you can use the support under the knees or behind the head. Just inhale here. And exhale. Allow the breath to flow naturally and simply watch. With each exhalation, relaxing deeper and deeper, softening. So breathe in. and breathe out. Welcome. One more inhalation here. And one more exhalation. And when you feel ready, which doesn't have to be yet, but when you do feel ready, start bringing gentle movements into the body. Maybe move the fingers, the toes. Maybe stretch on the mat. You can also pull the knees to the chest. And then either rock up or roll on the side, making your way into a fetal position. And land in the seated position with the legs crossed in front of you. Finding length through the spine. Settling in. To finish the practice, we are going to take an inhalation for the count of 3. At the top, hold for the count of 5, and then exhale through the pursed lips also for the count of 5. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale naturally and exhale. Place the palms of the hands together if you feel ready to finish the practice. And thank yourself for being here, for taking this time to spend it with yourself, to challenge yourself to breathe mindfully. And thank you. Namaste.